Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RC Plane Lab podcast. I'm Ron.
And I'm Dave.
Dave is not feeling all that great today, so I think this is going to be a quick one.
Hang in there. Hang in there. I can do
You
it.
hang in there.
I can do it.
We're going to be okay. You hang in there.
You got the puke bucket?
Oh, no. I'm a sympathetic puker, so please don't.
Oh, the trash can's over there.
If you do, I will also.
All right.
And I don't want to clean it up.
I think we're good.
I hope so. Because Crystal is usually the puke picker-upper, and I'm a bachelor for the next few days as she is in Chicago with one of her friends at a dental convention. So, let's not make a mess.
We're not. We're good.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, how you been?
I'm okay. I'm sorry you're not feeling too well.
Oh, man, it's not your problem. It's been going around the office.
Well, as long as you don't give it to me, it's not my problem.
I'm not breathing on you.
So we got a couple things to talk about. We made it up to a swap meet in St. Charles, Illinois. We also have an announcement, a sad announcement, actually, from Grayson Hobby.
Yeah.
And we're also going to announce our BF 109 winner.
With 13th Squadron.
Mm-hmm. So, you want to start with that?
Let's start with that.
Have at it. This you drove the. I don't want to. You flew the plane on this one. You drove the boat. You whatever.
I created this monster.
There you go.
Okay, so the computer randomizer of all the entries that we got picked Scott Frederick.
Congratulations, Scott.
Scott, your package is sitting here on the table, all labeled up, ready to go. And as soon as UPS runs by my office to pick stuff up, it'll be on the way to you.
So Scott is out of New York, and hopefully within a couple days of it shipping from here, he will have it and have it built quickly.
It should go quick.
Congratulations, Scott. So you also get the 3D printed parts that Daniel printed for it in a separate box. So we're all set, yeah.
All set. It would not fit in the box.
No, we tried, and I didn't want to smash anything or break anything or.
It's a kit. It's assemble yourself.
Yeah, but it's not a repair first.
The spinner's in 6 pieces, but
A little glue. That's all.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So, thank you everybody who entered, and hopefully we'll do something like this again one of these days.
Yeah, maybe next time you will win.
Yes.
Unless Scott's listening, then this time you did win. But for everybody else, maybe next time you will win.
Scott's out next time.
Okay, next. So let's talk about the sad
the
email
sad state of world
that you got from Grayson Hobby, who is closing. You want to read the email you got?
Yeah, I got this from them, I think about a week ago, and then they've sent it again to me in the last day or so. Important update from Grayson Hobby was the title of the email. Dear Grayson Hobby family, after more than 20 years serving this incredible community, we have had some difficult news to share. We recently had a potential sale of Grayson Hobby in progress, but unfortunately the deal has fallen through. And with the changing retail environment and the ongoing challenges facing small specialty businesses, it has become increasingly difficult to operate profitably. After careful consideration, we have made the hard decision to begin liquidating our inventory and assets. This is not a decision we have taken lightly. Grayson Hobby has been more than just a business. It's been a community built around shared passion for rail control aviation and innovation. We are deeply grateful for the support and friendships and loyalty you have shown us over the past 2 decades. And effective immediately, we will be liquidating everything, all fixtures, inventory, equipment, and remaining assets will be available. Serious inquiries only. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for allowing us to be part of your hobby, your projects, and your journeys. For over 20 years, it has truly been an honor. Sincerely, Basil, Grayson Hobby.
It's always sad when you hear of a fixture in the business like that, or a fixture in the hobby like that going under.
Truly good folks, and it was veteran-owned business.
Yeah.
I've dealt with them quite a bit over the last 15 years for me.
Yeah.
I've really liked working with them, although I've never been to their place because they are down there in Georgia. You guys will be missed.
That's too bad.
Another one bites the dust. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we need to start buying more stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all it is.
Small business stuff.
Yep. Well, shall we move on to happier things then?
Please, because I'm ready to cry.
I guess it's. I guess we can talk about a swap meet, and I honestly I don't have much else to talk about today. So let's talk about a swap meet. Maybe 10 minutes or so. We'll get you out of here so you don't feel gross, and we can move on till next time.
Okay.
So we made it up to the St. Charles swap meet, the Fox Valley Aero I think it's called Fox Valley Aero something.
Commanders?
Oh, no, I don't have the paper with me.
Oh, okay.
I did it wrong. But it was actually nice. When we walked in, they gave us a little pamphlet that had a whole bunch of what they're doing this coming year.
It's really a class act.
It really is a very nice club. It looks very welcoming. It looks like they have a lot of events going on, too, that might be worth taking a drive up there for a couple of them, perhaps.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of a haul, but it's not awful.
It's a little over 3 hours. Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's doable in a day, as we have found out.
I was back by 2.
I was going to say, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we were back pretty early, so it was a good swap meet. We didn't set up tables or anything, so we were able to go, get in, see what we want, and get out. Yeah. So parking was not bad, but being at a fairgrounds, there was a little bit more walking that kind of surprised me the way it was set up.
Yep, and even though we got there somewhat late, but not late, the parking lot was full.
Yeah.
We still had to wait outside to get in.
Yeah, there was a nice line of people waiting to get in at whatever time it started, 8 or 8:30. I don't remember which it was.
I think it was 8:30. We got there quarter after 8 or so.
Yeah, we timed it very well, actually.
It worked out great. Thanks to my dog being pain in the butt.
Well, I'm kind of glad she was, because then we weren't sitting there for that much longer.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised. Usually they in general, like for swap meets and stuff, it's 8:30 as the doors open, but really they're open at usually when it's set up for people to walk in that are getting tables. So I was surprised that it was all locked up and they weren't letting anybody in. It was kind of refreshing to see, actually.
So everybody got a fresh start at the same time.
Yeah, that way it wasn't a lot. Well, as we know, some of the better deals and more exciting things you see when you're setting up, when you're selling at a swap meet, is the other stuff coming in. And there's usually a lot of pre-trade going before swap meet actually starts.
Stitchy stuff coming out before you get in.
Right. Oh, is that for sale? No, I just bought it. It hadn't even started yet. But no, so what do you think of it?
It was actually pretty nice. Good size, lots of stuff there. Prices were all over the place, from very cheap and reasonable to average to, what are you guys thinking?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you get that at all of them. But overall, the prices were in the reasonable to cheap side.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so, too. I thought it was more of a buyer's swap meet.
Yeah.
So what did you want to talk about what you got?
Why don't you go ahead and start?
Well, I picked up 2 things. Believe it or not,
you weren't going to buy anything.
Well, I was just going to say I didn't buy much. I was kind of proud of myself. But it was 2 of them that wasn't really on my have-to-buy list, but on my want-to-buy list. So when we first walked in, I saw there was a guy there that had the new E-Flite Twin Otter, the bigger with a 1.4 meter, the red one. So my plan, ever since this one was announced, was to replace my original Twin Otter that I bought for Joan All 3 years ago with the newer one, because it's a little bit bigger. It has more power. It has the what's it called? The differential thrust on the motor, so it's going to turn better and all that kind of stuff on the pond. And this guy had this there, and it looked like it might have been flown a couple times.
It looked pretty new.
I mean, the wheels, it didn't come with floats, it just on wheels. The wheels were not torn up. I mean, like usually, when it's been landed,
you get little chunks. And
hard, or if it's on asphalt or something, you can kind of see the marks on the wheels. Didn't see anything like that. Didn't see any grass stains, anything. So it hadn't been flown a lot. And it couldn't have been flown a lot because they haven't been out that long.
Right.
So I got, I think, a very good deal on that. Bind and fly. I mean, it comes obviously with everything I needed. Didn't have the box, which I would have liked to have had the box, but it's fine.
Yeah, you're not going to be putting it back in the box.
Well, that's my other one is stored in the box, and that's how it's going to be sold when we go to Toledo this year. But sometimes those are just nicer to keep in the box, because that, for me, this is, for some reason, a Joan All plane. Like, that was the whole reason I bought the original Twin Otter, and that's the only place it has ever flown. I don't think I've flown it off of wheels at all.
I've never seen you fly it. So you got to track down a set of floats for this thing?
Yeah. But here, good news, bad news. It didn't come with floats, but it comes with the mounting hardware and all that kind of stuff built in. So, I mean, I guess I don't have the struts and all that exactly for that. But after doing some research and stuff, the floats that go or that are supposed to be used for it, $100 out of stock, back order. They don't know when the next shipment's going to come in. However, the floats that I bought for the Cub, the Hangar 9 Cub, are the exact same floats, just gray.
Oh.
So it might look silly on gray floats, but it will work perfectly fine on that. I haven't had a chance to look into yet what mounting hardware, like struts and stuff, I need to get, because I know I had to buy special ones for the Cub. Perhaps I'm lucky enough and it came with the ones that I would need for the Twin Otter, because I know there was some bent angle iron and bent wire in there.
You know that's not going to work.
Maybe. I can be hopeful. And honestly, like, I don't even know how much I'm going to need the rudder, the water rudder, because differential thrust.
You really don't need it.
So I don't have to worry about running wires into it and stuff from
It'd be nice,
outside.
But not necessary.
We'll see. I mean, it'll be fun to play with once I have some time to see if it fits or not. But that was probably my biggest win from that one. Yay. Other thing I ended up buying was they had a couple of them there for the same price, but one of them was in really bad shape, and the one I got was in really good shape. Hardly looks like it's ever been flown. The UMX Beast. I don't know if you remember that one from way back when. Yeah. So
yours was the one with the beat up box, but the better plane.
Well, no. The box, for some reason, they cut the back of the box.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The other box that the other plane was in was literally beat, like it looked like somebody ran over it with a car. You could tell it had gotten wet by the way it was just kind of squiggly and whatever else. But this one was in really good shape. The airplane itself was in really good shape. Haven't had a chance to power it up yet because I don't have a battery.
Yeah, so we'll get that fixed.
We'll figure it out. But like I said, there were a lot of planes there I saw. A lot of them I liked. These are the only two I actually bought because I'm trying to be cheap and not buy a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but that's
Toledo's coming.
Toledo's coming, and a lot of other things I have been bleeding myself dry with. So it's okay.
Yeah, we'll get there
eventually.
Yep, and we had to take one wing off your plane to get it in the truck.
Didn't have to, I don't think, but
it
was
better.
Safer that way. Yeah, I think we definitely could have fit the ones I got and what you got in there.
Mine was in one piece, which I've now taken apart.
That's funny. Oh, before I forget, we did run into Hank, by the way, from Toledo.
I was just going to say, speaking of Toledo.
Yeah, sorry I took your thunder. Yeah, but got to talk to him again. It's always nice running into him. He's such a good guy.
He's bouncing off the walls. He's ready.
He is. Sometimes it's hard to follow the conversation with him because he is very excited and likes to jump from thing to thing. But yeah, his excitement is infectious, and I'm looking forward to Toledo again to see him. He, of course, reminded me because I had forgotten when we went to Joan-All last year. I had taken my glider to get rid of because he was setting up a little swap meet and reminded me of how he didn't think he was going to be able to sell that, but somebody actually bought it.
It's gone.
I didn't think he was going to be able to sell that either, to be honest. But somebody
That's
actually
how good
bought
he
it.
is.
Yeah, for a good price.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
The man ought to sell Frigidaires in Alaska.
But yeah, so we'll have to talk to him again. We'll probably try and get him on to talk about the Toledo show. They've got some exciting changes coming up for this year. They're doing things a little bit differently, so it will be interesting to hear straight from him what they are doing.
Some interesting folks coming.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. Coming up soon.
Be here before you know it.
We have got to figure out what we're doing room-wise.
We do. I will leave that up to you and Daniel.
Okay. What else you got? Anything else?
That is all. It's a light day.
Light day. So, yeah, I went not particularly looking for anything. I've always got my eye out for a Radiant XL. Never have found one. I've actually ran across one and somebody snagged it up just before I got to it. Anyway, not thinking about anything. I went to go get found a small four-stroke for Daniel. Daniel's always wanting small four-strokes. And this is the first time I've ever had this happen to me at a swap meet ever. Some guy just come running up and pushed me out of the way and bought it right in front of me.
So rude.
I have never seen that ever.
Yeah.
But, everybody's different.
I guess he wanted it more than you.
I was reaching for it, and I got shoulder checked. It's like, just knock the guy on crutches over. That's fine. Whatever. So Daniel did not get a small 4-stroke.
You should have fallen over and flailed and just thrown a pity party and been like, I wanted that.
Yeah, we'll let her go. Daniel got other stuff anyway.
And he wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there. Yeah, he had to work.
Shopping by proxy.
I ran across a fairly, well, let's just put it this way, nasty-looking Sig Wonder.
You did. So we made several passes around because I don't care how many times you walk around a swap meet, you're always going to see something new as you make another pass because you just can't.
People move tables around and you just don't see things.
You just can't mentally take everything. Well, at least I can't take everything in. Like you walk around, you look at things on the table, and then we had to make another lap, and I had to really remind myself, look down, look under the tables, look behind the tables. Like they have stuff everywhere. And the plane you're talking about, I saw 2 or 3 times that we walked by, and I was like, oh, cool. That's in bad shape.
It was, I don't want to touch it. Gross.
Yes. And you have an affinity for those airplanes.
Yeah, I love my little Sig Wonder. I just got done rebuilding it. It's ready for a test flight after a rebuild, so it is good to go. Love my Sig Wonder. Saw it sitting there, and it had a piece of tape on it that said $25. I was like, oh, my gosh. It's like, how bad is this thing? So I pick it up and start probing it. And he goes, you got to take it home for you. Would you give me $20 for it? And it's like, I can't leave this thing. And it had a motor in it and possibly servos. And it's like, I can't leave this thing sitting on the table for $20. I can strip it, recover it, because it didn't look broken. I mean, the 5 seconds that I broke it. Okay, $20. So took that and took it home. Wanting a tetanus shot because it was dirty. It was really dirty. So Saturday night, I started messing with it. Took the motor off of it. It had an engine on it. It was an OSCZ. If anybody knows what a CZ is, it's a car motor. And it was locked up tighter than a drum, and it looked like it had literally been just taken off of a dirt car and bolted to the nose of this airplane. Of course, it went along the rest of the dirt and grime that was on this airplane anyway, so it's kind of a theme.
Or maybe it wasn't from a car, and that was just how the airplane was, all dirty.
So, anyway, it was nasty, but it was locked up, but I threw some WD-40 in it, and it kicked over. It's like, oh, okay, it's free. This can be cleaned up and salvaged. Then I got looking at it, the needle valve. It's a car engine. Needle valve was sticking straight up, literally less than 1/8 of an inch behind the propeller.
Nice.
You're not tuning that without a Band-Aid. So the thought of actually using this engine went right out the window because I ain't tuning it.
Yeah. Not going to lie, even when they're where they're supposed to be and an inch and a half away, still scares me.
Yeah, they're tight. And the little 15s, there's not much room.
Yeah.
And I think this was probably a 10 or a 12, but strangely enough, it's not marked. It just says CZ on it. So that one was immediately just junked. I wasn't even going to mess with it from there as soon as I realized that it was impossible to tune it without bleeding. So I started digging around in my pile of garbage, and I had an ASP 15 that I bought at Toledo last year. I think I paid $10 for it, and it's a nearly new engine. It had some missing bolts and nuts on it, so I ended up fixing that. But the engine itself is basically brand new, so slapped that on there. Didn't even have to re-drill the mounts, exact mount. Had to space it away from the firewall 1/8 of an inch. It was too close. Pulled all the decals that are off of it, and they were a mix of homemade decals with AMA and the guy's number and his name on it, and some of the stock Sig Wonder decals. It was just a mishmash, and they were dirty, grimy, not good looking. So I went and pulled all those off of it. Started digging around on the inside of the airplane. It had one servo in it. It had an aileron servo in it.
One single servo.
This airplane, by the way, is brand new. It has never flown.
Really?
Yeah. They still had the holes in the firewall for the fuel lines. They were covered over and never opened up.
Oh,
Same with the throttle cable linkage. It's had servos in it, but it's never been flown. It's brand
never
new.
had a motor actually hooked up.
Right. So nice. The one aileron servo, it was an old Cirrus or something like that. It's like, no. And it got ripped out and tossed off to the side, and I've got a bag of miscellaneous servos. I just dug 3 out of there, 1 for the throttle, 1 for the elevator, and 1 for the ailerons.
So did you throw that servo away?
I haven't, because
Of course you haven't.
I've got a plan for it.
What?
A dummy airplane to test radio setups in the Free Sky system. So basically just a dummy stick airplane that I've got all these different servos. So
Okay.
I'm collecting junk servos just to make a demo plane. That's
Like not anything that's going to fly.
It's never going to fly. It's going to be basically popsicle sticks.
Okay. Of course you do.
Yeah. So I got plans for that.
Of course you do.
And then about half a gallon of acetone later, because it had a ton of overspray on it.
Overspray from...
Paint, I guess.
Like, was it painted, or was it just in the vicinity of somebody?
In the vicinity of somebody painting.
Okay. Maybe it was in a garage or hanging up or something like that then.
Yeah. I'm thinking barn, as much dirt that was on it.
No, not a nice garage.
Yeah.
A dirt floor garage.
But it's fine. But a little bit of acetone. I found 1 hole in the covering. I'll take it back. There's 2 holes. There was 1 underneath one of the stickers. So I had to,
Probably why there was a sticker there.
That's exactly. And the sticker didn't make sense where it was. So, yeah, that's why it was there.
Now it does.
Yeah. Patch those. I just happen to have exact match covering laying around.
Of course you did.
Of course I do, yeah. That I was actually using at the time. I didn't even have to go scrounging for it. It was on my workbench. So I patched those little holes, cleaned it up, and it is a gorgeous little airplane. It's ready to fly. Daniel needs to put a receiver and a receiver battery in it. It's good to go.
Nice. So you're not afraid to touch it anymore.
No, not afraid to touch it anymore. No need to have rubber gloves.
Yeah. It was grody.
It was grody. But, yeah.
I'm glad to hear that didn't go on the inside then.
Yeah, it was perfectly clean on the inside.
Yeah.
$20. I just couldn't let the little guy sit on the counter for $20.
No.
It's gone. And Daniel gave me $20 for that, minus the motor, so I'm out $10. But you know what? Don't care.
It doesn't matter amongst friends and family, right?
It doesn't matter at all. I just got a new plane stand from Daniel, so yeah, it all works out.
Yeah, he gave me one too. How nice.
Yeah, look good.
They do. I love his 3D printer.
Yeah,
I have a little 3D printer jealousy going on.
So I also took and found an additional Blade MCX twin rotor helicopter.
That's right. I knew you got something else, but I could not remember what it was.
Yeah, it was sitting on the counter. Basically, it was in the shadows of something else. You couldn't even see it.
Yeah. It's because they're small.
And he had $20 on that. And it's like, well, there's $20 worth of parts here, plus the helicopter. So I bought it for the parts. I don't need a third one because I own 3 of these things, or did own 3 of them. And I've paid roughly $20 for all of them. So apparently that's the going rate for used MCXs. So Daniel got a Blade MCX on the freebie because I kept the parts, and I actually didn't keep all the parts. I gave him some of the parts. I gave him the Blade MCX, and I got some parts out of the deal.
Nice. He's the winner of this whole thing.
Yeah. And then I did buy something for myself. I've been looking for a Fly Zone or FMS or Tower Hobbies Beaver. They're all the same. They just keep repackaging it, repainting it, different names on it. It's the same Beaver. I've been looking for one on floats. Found one up in Wisconsin. Never made the deal on it. It was on floats, but pricing and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I ended up buying this one on the super cheap for $50. Nice job. It's a little beat up, nothing major. The wheels were wobbly out. I did not have any floats for it. But you'll like this. I found the floats for it, and all the parts are $35.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unfortunately, they're also out of stock until
Who
March.
knows when?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not
it
bad.
says March. So
March is coming up soon.
So hopefully they're not lying to us and they'll show up. But yeah, $35 for a set of floats. I can do that.
Yeah.
It was a little bit rough shape, not bad. All the paint on these beavers, for some reason, it fades really bad. It sun bleaches every one of them I've seen.
Yeah.
Daniel's is the burgundy one, and it's super faded, except for you flip it over and it's nice dark on the bottom.
Yeah. That's how you can tell if it's up or down when you're flying.
This was the orange and white and black one. There were a lot of dings in the black. The white actually looked really good, and the orange was also faded.
Yeah.
So this one's going to get a strip and repaint. I've already got a scheme chosen for it, so it'll get a redo. I've just got to finish your cub, which is almost done. I was trying to have it done for tonight, but it didn't happen.
Your cub, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
you're not working on it for me.
Your previous cub.
Yeah. I don't want to feel like Reggie. I'm not giving you things to work on for me. So that's your airplane.
And then I've got to do that F-16 I got in Wisconsin. And then the Beaver will be up for a redo. But it's flyable now. I went through and straightened it out, put a receiver in it. It's ready to fly. It's just not pretty.
Yeah.
A little rough, but it's good to go. It's flyable.
What was wrong with the wheels, by the way?
It was missing a bolt, or excuse me, a nut.
Okay.
And they'd been sitting on the wheels for a while, and they were flat spotted really bad. I'm going to actually junk them and put a different set of wheels on it, but it's sitting on the wheels it came with right now.
Okay. Well, because I know when we picked it up, the wheel was just like flippy floppy.
Flippy floppy. Yeah, the bolts weren't tight, and it was missing a nut on each one to secure it to the axle, or the axle to the undercarriage.
So of course it's going to be flippy floppy then.
Yeah, and they ate into the foam around it, but
I was going to ask if they flew it that way, which it seems as though
apparently it has been flown that way. No big deal. It's not a big deal. Easily fixed. I've got the axles tightened and it's sitting on the wheels properly right now. It's actually off the wheels, so hopefully they'll unflat spot, but I don't see that happening. Like I said, I'm going to toss those wheels anyway.
Wheels are a dime a dozen.
Yeah, actually, brand new ones for it are like $5. So,
well, that's not bad either.
But I don't want those wheels anyway.
Are you going to go bush wheels or what are you doing?
No, it's going to be more of a scale wheel.
And so are you repainting this whole plane like as a copy of a real Beaver?
Copy of a real Beaver, U.S. Navy. I'll also toss it back and forth the U.S. Army version, but I'm thinking the Navy's going to win because I already own the paint.
That goes a long way.
Yeah. And I've been doing a lot of Navy stuff lately. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I'm an Air Force family, so I'm going to get shot if I keep this up.
Hey, all the same team, right?
Supposedly.
Cool. Well, that's good. I'm glad you have some more projects now.
So I got a Beaver, waiting on the floats. No hurry on those.
What's wingspan on that one? I don't remember. It was bigger.
It's actually the same as Daniel's.
Really?
Yeah, they're exactly the same. I don't know. It's 1,400, something like that.
So did he have a smaller one that he got rid of?
No.
Why was I thinking his was smaller?
I don't know. But when I actually started looking up parts for this one, I realized it's the exact same plane.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I guess I can't keep
just
them
a different
straight.
paint scheme.
Cool.
Maybe mine looks bigger and it's white instead of dark burgundy.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So we all bought Canadian animals. I got a beaver and you got an otter.
And they're going to be fun planes. I'm looking forward to them. I'm looking forward to the weather starting to cooperate. We've had a couple days that would have been good, but the day of the week was not good, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Reggie called me Sunday night, wanted to know if I wanted to go flying. It's like, no.
It's time for bed.
It's like, no.
Plus, we know he flies all his planes in the dark. So,
yeah.
It's got nav lights. It's plenty to see.
Yeah, it's not lit up. It's just got nav lights. It's good.
Gosh.
It's a Viper, no big deal.
Oh, it's gone.
I can't tell the wheels are up or down.
Yeah, anyway.
Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate it. Appreciate the offer, but I was way too tired and doing laundry and no.
Getting ready for the week, yeah. Oh my gosh. Anything else you want to talk about? Or are we done?
Oh, man. I wish I had more to talk about, but all I've been doing is working on that cub and sleeping.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. I've been spending every waking possible moment out in the shop working on the CNC machine, trying to get that all transferred over. So that has been my mental drain and what I've been working on. So
I got something else.
good.
It's not airplane related, but kind of. So I took the truck to the car wash Friday night after work so we'd have something nice and clean to drive to Chicago. And the car wash ripped the brake light off the back of my cab. So I'm halfway through the car wash and I hear smack against the back window. And then all of a sudden it's just swinging and banging. And it's like, please don't break the window. Please don't break the window. So the Tunders are apparently notorious for breaking the antennas in car washes. So I took the antenna off before I went through.
Yeah.
Was not thinking anything about the third brake light. And it damn near comes through the rear window.
And then how did you fix that, Dave, for our trip?
It was unplugged and black vinyl put on the roof of the truck to block off the hole to keep the water out.
Much better than duct tape.
Yeah. It actually looks halfway decent.
I mean, it looks the part.
Yeah.
It's a black truck, so.
Yeah, it blends pretty quick unless you go looking.
Yeah.
Parts should be here, well, when this comes out. So we'll get it fixed this weekend.
Nice.
The only drawback to that is I have to drop the roof liner or the headliner.
Headliner. Yeah.
So that'll kind of suck, but especially doing it by myself. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, if you need help, come on out.
Yeah, we'll do. If I'll see how bad it is. If it fights too much, I'll come out.
Yeah.
I need somebody really just to hold it on the outside.
Yeah, hold it in.
Yeah.
You could always tape it.
It's got long studs, so I'm hoping they'll be long enough to reach in and reach. But
Get some bite on it. Okay. Well, I'm looking around. I don't see anything else that's making me think. I have started. I have a little pile over there of stuff getting ready for Toledo.
Have you ever never flown that thing?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've flown it a few times. I mean, this is the Jim Rourke E-Flight Extra 330. That's one of the things coming to Toledo with us this year. Yeah, it flies great, actually. But I will get rid of that one so I have room for others. And I have others like that.
And so you got another extra or something around here.
I got the, is it Flex? Yeah, the Flex Innovations 60 size extra something or another. So
I like that, the extra 6 something or another.
I don't remember what it is. I don't even remember where it is, to be honest with you. It's not around here anymore.
Sort of like the SIG something extra.
Something extra. But actually, I guess that's the only one in that pile that's going.
Okay.
The rest of them are staying. But, yeah, so that one's, we just have a lot to do before we go there. That's going to have to come higher on my list of priorities to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah, I got to start rummaging through the garage and see what I need to get rid of.
Every time I walk out into the garage and I see things hanging up, I'm like, okay, that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. Then the next day I'm like, I don't know if I want to get rid of that. Then the next day I'm like, yeah, that can go.
It's like I was looking at my GWS A10. I haven't flown that thing in 5 years. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, that can go. But then again, I'm only going to be able to get like $20 out of it. And we all have one. Mm-hmm. So it's like, do I really want to get rid of it and only get $20 out of it?
Yeah.
So it's probably just going to stay hanging on my wall.
I absolutely would. I mean, I wouldn't get rid of it if I were you.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if you did, I was going to buy it.
I say one of these
that
days,
way I don't have to worry about
yours.
finishing mine. Dave, it's just so fun to not finish projects. I do it so well.
I built that thing for you like 3 years ago.
No, you didn't finish, though.
But I didn't finish it. No. Because you need to paint it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was on me.
Mechanically, it's good to go.
No, there's still... What was there? It's not finished.
I thought I put the servos and everything in it.
Mm-mm. Okay. I remember what... There was something else.
All right.
It was probably something very simple, but it wasn't just
basically
paint.
It's to the point where it has to be painted before you do anything else.
Yeah. I mean, does it have to be? I mean, it could just probably fly like that.
Oh, I mean, you can fly it like that. It's going to look gross, but...
Well, at least fly it once. Anyway, whatever. Okay.
I'm done.
Let's get off here so you can go to bed.
Sounds good.
Well, thank you. I think this is the shortest episode we've ever done. But it's been fun. Until next time, I'm Ron.
And I'm Dave.
Good night.
Good night.
We hope you enjoyed enjoyed this episode of the RC Plane Lab podcast. For topic suggestions, to ask questions, or to give any feedback, connect with us at rcplanelab.com or email us direct at either ron@rcplanelab.com or tom@rcplanelab.com. You can also text us or leave us a voicemail at 818-351-9846. Please subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast app. Until next time, may your landings be gentle.